Akandoh strikes hard again. Kwabena Binta Akandoh is his name. And he is presently the Minister of Health. Since he came into power, it's been one hard decision to the next hard decision. You could call that controversial. Whatever label you want to put on that. He comes all the way from Seshe, born in 1977. So that makes him 48 years, pushing on 49. He started politics so early. By the age of 25, he was already in very responsible political positions. We have never really heard about him in any controversy. This is Akandoh. He's a farmer. And at the same time, he's a businessman. When John Dramani Mahama became president, he handpicked him and put him right inside the Ministry of Health and said, you know what, Akandoh? I know you can do this work. Go there, no interference, hammer hard and make sure that our health system works. Mahama whispered into his ear the Latin saying, mens sano corpore sano. A sound mind is in a sound body. That means if the body is not well, there is nowhere in the world you can find a peace of mind. Mens sano corpore sano. He repeats this everywhere he goes. Akandoh. My brother, my sister, when he came into power, the first major decision he took was to cancel light wave e-health contract. One Samson Jaba, a brother of Otiko Jaba, an all-time nemesis of John Dramani Mahama, had held on to this contract from the days of the NDC all the way to the days of the NPP. And he was expecting that back into the NDC, the contract would be withheld. It would be upheld. But Akandoh came and looked at the contract and said there were deficiencies. And remember, we broadcast that here. He said some of the things promised in the contract were not fulfilled. For instance, laptops that were supposed to be delivered, the quality and brands of laptops, in fact, were not upheld. Lightwave decided not to do that, according to Akandoh. According to him, they tried to negotiate, but it didn't work. Then the issue of bribery came in. And whilst we put out the story, awaiting more evidence, my brother, my sister, boom, Akandoh has hit hard again. This time round, it looks like another contract is going to be cancelled. Which contract is this? The Zipline contract. Zipline. This is Zipline. What is the contract all about? Who signed this contract? Do you know? We all remember when Bawumia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, told us about the prospects of this. Zipline is an American company, but they have a Ghanaian head here, and it's one Daniel Meki. He is the boss, the country manager of Zipline. This gentleman here, Daniel Meki. My brother, they were supposed to fly medicines to areas that need them. They were supposed to use this kind of drones You fly to that area and drop it there. Health centers where people need this, emergency areas. My brother, my sister. And they have been doing this from 2018 when they started talking about this. But the contract itself took effect in 2019. Come here. The contract took effect in 2019. And Baumia was so happy to tell us about the Zipline contract. My brother, my sister, the total sum of the contract was 279 million American dollars. $279 million American dollars. Do you want to hear what Zipline was supposed to do again? Fly medicines, paracetamol, any kind of medicine that the people needed in different areas. Fly them. And then when you fly over, you drop. We heard of stories where the medicines were thrown into jungles where nobody could go and pick them up. Then Akandoh came to tell us that they ended up flying condoms. They also flew exercise books. Was it purposely for health products? Condoms, I can understand. But exercise books and pencils? What disease would that treat? Maybe illiteracy. That's Akandoh, as quoted by City. Zipline delivering condoms, mosquito nets, educational materials. Was this part of the contract? 279 million. That was the contractual sum. My brother, my sister, Zipline was able to establish 6 centers in the whole of Ghana. 6 centers. And those 6 centers, each one of them received 88,000 American dollars per month. Did you hear that? 88,000 American dollars a month. When you gather all this money, the annual computation for all these 6 centers, the money would be enough to buy between 6 and 10 helicopters. A higher version of the one that crashed and killed 8 of our glorious countrymen. My brother, if that money for the centers alone computed over a year could buy between 6 and 10 of these planes, why didn't we just buy helicopters to fly there and throw these things around? But maybe because of somebody's political expediency, they decided to let this contract run. My brother, my sister, Akandoh is here. He says, no, sir. We have to look into this. We have to review the contract. It can't go like this. And it's news all over Ghana. Some are crying. This is Akandoh saying government still engaging Zipline for value for money review. My brother, my sister. And all the time that Zipline operated in this country, they were only able to supply to hard to reach areas only 12%. All the hard to reach areas within the catchment area is only 12% they were able to serve. Why? And as for emergency situations, according to Akandoh, they were only able to supply 4%. Kai. Black Rasta, break it down so people would understand. I am saying, according to the report, hard to reach areas where cars might not be able to go there comfortably. If there are 100 of them, Zipline was able to provide 12. 88 of them, 0. 12%. Emergency cases, 100 of them, people are dying, blood is being poured. Zipline only provided 4 out of the 100, 4%. And Akandoh looked at this and said, you know what? This contract must go down. Now the contract is supposed to expire in 2027, 2 years more. But Akandoh says the future of Zipline contract hinges on ongoing talks. It might be abrogated right now after talking to the Attorney General, my very good friend, the Zuarungu boy, Dominic Akuritinga Ayine. Is Akandoh doing the right thing? Is he saving Ghana money? Or is he running after his own whims and caprices? From where I sit, I think this is a very positive move. My brother, my sister, to be able to save the nation from some of these diabolical contracts. I am yet to speak with the country manager of Zipline, Daniel Murky. Trust me, we will do it and we'll bring you the second part of this story. In the interim, Akandoh, I applaud you in the sense that from what we are hearing from you, if this is truly what is on the ground, I don't see why any patriot of the nation will go against this. But again, part 2 will be coming up pretty soon. It's the Blackport, aka Kukushonemo, and here we speak truth to power. When we return, we will take your messages, take our very last story, take your messages for the last time, and we are done. If you haven't as yet subscribe to this channel, please do that. 1 second, hit on the subscription button and also hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you'll be reminded to watch. Recommend us to family and friends. This is one big family. This is the address of the truth. It's the Blackport, aka Kukushonemo, and here we speak truth to power.